North Korea has been fanning fears of World War III with its refusal to shut down its nuclear development program. U.S. President Trump used his speech in front of leading members of the global business community in Davos to once again rally support to put an end to the North Korean threat. Mr. Trump said, "My administration is proud to have led the historic effort at the United Nations Security Council and all around the world to unite all civilized nations in our campaign of maximum pressure to de-nuke the Korean peninsula." Sky News GETTYNorth Korea news. Donald Trump called on the world to help put an end to the Kim regime to make the world safer from rogue regimes, terrorism and revisionist powers. "We are asking our friends and allies to invest in their own defenses and to meet their financial obligations. Our common security requires everyone to contribute their fair share." President Trump campaigned in favor of harsher UN economic sanctions against North Korea after Kim Jong-un failed to put an end to his missile testing campaign despite repeated warnings. Last year, North Korea conducted dozens of missile launches on its sixth and largest nuclear test, in defiance of UN Security Council resolutions, as it raced towards its goal of developing a nuclear-armed missile capable of reaching the United States. The president also announced the United States would further invest in its military to ensure the protection of U.S. citizens and its allies from the threat of the Kim regime. "My administration is proud to have led historic effort to de-nuke the Korean peninsula." U.S. President Donald Trump speaking in Switzerland. Donald Trump continued, "We are making historic investments in the American military because we cannot have prosperity without security." In an attempt to defuse tensions, Kim accepted offers to enter peace talks with South Korea ahead of the Winter Olympics Games scheduled to take place in February. After their first formal talks in more than 2 years this month, officials from the two Koreas have been visiting each other to facilitate the North's participation in the Olympics, to be held in the South's alpine resort town of Pyeongchang. North Korea has waged a publicity campaign around its attendance, calling on all Koreans at home and abroad to promote inter-Korean cooperation. But U.S. Vice President Mike Pence, who will represent the United States at the Olympics, said he would seek to counter what he described as an effort by North Korea to hijack the Games with a propaganda campaign. South Korea Unification Minister Cho Myung-jian said, "There is a high possibility that the North could hold an intimidating military parade by mobilizing sizable numbers of military personnel and almost all of its weapons." Korean Watch's GETTYNorth said, "If the North goes ahead with a military parade on February 8, coinciding with the opening of the Pyeongchang Olympics, it will likely warrant much criticism from skeptics of inter-Korean dialogue." Reports claim North Korea is expected to show off new military technology on February 8 as satellite images show preparation for giant parade underway ahead of celebrations. The parade is expected to throw off progress made in talks between the two Koreas after historic dialogues ahead of the Winter Games.